with other ring card girls, we actually do like to give them exposure so that they can properly represent the brands and our sports sponsors, because that's the way you treat sponsors. You don't cover them up with your own ring card girls. But enough of that. Now we're going to the fight. That's why you guys came. Mayweather against Maidana. As good as it comes, toe-to-toe battle. I know both guys are fired up. And one thing I know for sure, I don't know who's going to win, but one thing I know for sure, you will never, ever, ever see a boring or bad Marcos Maidana fight. It just doesn't exist. So you can look for firework and action coming from this side, because this guy here, the best dressed guy on the dais today, he is coming to win. Sorry, Leonard, come on. Before I'm going to turn it over to Marcos, I'd like to introduce to you his advisor, who has been with Marcos for a long time. He's a terrific guy to work with, smart as they come, very passionate about it, and really looks out for Marcos. And that's my good friend, Sebastian Contursi. You want to come up and say a few words, Sebastian?
Primero voy a hablar en español porque esta es una fiesta de la raza y de todos los latinos. Estamos en representación de ellos. Tenemos no solo 40 millones de argentinos, sino unos cientos de millones de latinoamericanos. Eso nos da mucho orgullo. Pero primero que nada agradecerle a Richard Schaefer de Golden Boy Promotions, a Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby, a Showtime, Stephen Espinosa, al MGM, que evidentemente es el mejor hotel del mundo. Maidana está en una habitación que el baño de Maidana es más grande que todas las casas del equipo juntos, para que se den una idea. Así que bueno, agradecerle también, por supuesto, al equipo encabezado por Robert García, la gran preparación que hizo Alex Ariza. Estamos realmente aquí para ganar. Y una pequeña anécdota solamente, que cuando se confirmó la pelea, creo que era el cumpleaños de Mayweather, la fecha que se oficializó, recibimos, Maidana y yo, cientos de llamados y todos felicitándonos y diciéndonos qué bueno, los felicitamos por eso. Y tanto Maidana como yo respondimos una cosa muy humildemente, pero felicítennos el 4 de mayo, no ahora. I'm going to say it in English now. First off, I really thank Richard Schaefer from Golden Boy Promotions, Leonard Ellerby and Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Mayweather for giving us the opportunity, Showtime, Stephen Espinosa, the MGM Grand, which is the best hotel in the world. I was just saying that Maidana is staying in a room, in his bathroom is bigger than like 4 or 5 of our houses back home in Argentina, so that tells much. Anyways, and of course the best advisor in the world, which is Al Heyman. Just one thing, the day it was confirmed and announced by Mayweather Promotions that we were going to be facing him, we received hundreds and hundreds of phone calls congratulating us for getting the fight, just for getting the fight. And both Maidana and me responded those calls just saying, very humbly is what I'm saying, because we are facing the best in the world and maybe one of the best in history. But we just say to these people calling that don't congratulate now, congratulate us on May 4th. So thank you very much. We are here representing La Raza, Latinos, and we have hundreds of Latinos behind us. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Sebastian. Marcos has put a terrific team behind him with Alex Ariza, who I think is here as well, who is getting him in shape and ready. And then of course, one of the trainers who quickly is becoming one of the best in the sport, has a big stable of fighters, and the work he does with them, I think, speaks for themselves. It's a pleasure for me to introduce to you now Marcos Maidana's trainer, the 2012 Trainer of the Year, Robert Garcia.
Good afternoon to everybody. The moment is here. We're a few days away from the fight. We had a great training camp. We did everything we were supposed to. Chino responded to everything. The work that Alex Ursa did, myself, my assistants, the cook, everybody in our team did a great job. Everybody did their best, and we're out here to come out and do what we do best. And Chino has done it before. He has proven the world wrong, and we're ready to do it again this Saturday. I want to thank Mayweather's team, very respectful team to us. We got nothing but respect for them. But come the day of the fight, we're in a fight. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Robert. I truly believe that in this fight, Floyd Mayweather is playing with fire. He is, it's easy to underestimate, and I know he's the ultimate pro, and he's my friend, and he doesn't underestimate anybody. But it's easy to underestimate somebody like Marcus Maidana because he's quiet, he doesn't really talk. But once the first bell rings, the definition of having your fists do the talking, that definition is Marcus Maidana. I'm not going to tell you what he has accomplished so far to get here. Obviously, he has done something right to be here today. But that is not the end of his journey. This is the beginning of his journey. You have no idea what that means to him, to be here and to beat Floyd Mayweather. That's all he wants. It is a pleasure for me to introduce to you the welterweight, the WBA welterweight world champion, Marcos El Chino Maidana.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon to everybody.
Bueno, quiero agradecer a mi familia, a mi equipo, bueno, a nadie más porque esto me lo gané yo con mi esfuerzo.
I want to thank my family, my team, and that's about it. Because this I won it with my effort.
Esta oportunidad me la gané yo, nadie me regaló nada.
Nobody's giving me anything to me. The opportunity, I earned it myself.
Bueno, vengo con muy buen estado físico, me preparé muy bien. Sé que esta es una pelea muy fuerte, muy difícil.
I know this is a very difficult fight. That's why I trained like never before.
Mayweather, como todos sabemos, es un gran campeón, un excelente boxeador.
Mayweather, like everybody knows, is an excellent fighter and a very difficult fighter.
Pero como dice la raza acá, a mí me vale madre ese güey.
Alonso says, I don't give a fuck about him.
Bueno, gracias por estar aquí, así que bueno, buenas tardes.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Marcos. Now I'm going to give it back to CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby. Leonard.
Behind every great fighter, there's always a great team. Somewhere probably in the back, I'd like to acknowledge my partner in crime, Al Heyman. Also, I would like to acknowledge two of the top trainers in the sport, Floyd's dad, Floyd Mayweather Sr., and Roger Mayweather, former two-time world champion. Just yesterday, something interesting happened when we were doing a round table, and it just kind of made me think. All this is history we all are experiencing now. I personally don't feel there will be other great fighters that come along, but there will never ever be a Floyd Mayweather. We're witnessing history. And Floyd made an interesting comment at the round table yesterday that this very well could be his last fight. I was shocked. I mean, it was news to me. Obviously we have a long-term deal with with our partner Showtime, but we never know. Come Saturday night, this could be it. That's why any and everything we do, all this is history. Just getting a glimpse, just being here at this press conference, just being able to come together and watch his events. Because this will never, ever be duplicated again. Never. With that being said, this is going to be a terrific fight come Saturday night. I think that Maidana will bring the best out of Floyd. I think he will make Floyd bring out that A game that he talks about, that he's never ever had to do. We know Maidana, he comes to bring it. From the opening bell, he's not going to sit back. You know, that's not what he does. He's coming from that opening bell to try to take Floyd's head off. And Floyd has prepared well. He's had an excellent training camp, and he's ready to go. So without further ado, 10-time world champion, 5 different weight classes, the current WBC super welterweight champion, the current WBA super welterweight champion, and also the current WBC welterweight champion, none other than TBE himself, Floyd Mayweather.
We back again. What else can I say? First off, I want to thank God. I want to thank God because without God, all this wouldn't be possible. I want to thank Showtime. I want to thank CBS. I want to thank the MGM Grand. I want to thank all the sponsors. I want to thank Maidana and their team. I want to thank my team, Mayweather Promotions, my staff. We had a tremendous training camp. What else can I say? You know, I've been here before. I know what it takes when it's a fight of this magnitude. When the best versus the best, it takes more than just power. It takes more than just a great heart. You gotta dig deep. It's got to be mentally strong, not just physically strong. Being a professional 18 years now, been world champion 17 years. I train for every fighter like it's my last fight. You know, we all know God don't make mistakes, so I'm not here for no reason. It's obvious I'm doing something right. There's so many great trainers out there I want to acknowledge that works with my team on a daily basis, like Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. And I mean, my team has been remarkable. I mean, basically half of the audience is my team, so it's crazy. But me and my dad, we had a tremendous training camp. Me and Roger, we had a tremendous training camp. And that's what it's about. As of lately, Marcos Maidana has been making a lot of noise. Is he one of the best guys in the sport? Yes, he is. But I am the best, and that's the difference. He's tough. He's rugged. He's the champion. I respect him as a man, but come Saturday, you have to make me respect your fight game. I don't ever go into no fight with no game plan. My game plan is to win and be first. I want to acknowledge this is another champion, of course, Bernard Hopkins. You know, we don't know what the future holds for us. You know, I know he's 48, 49, I'm 37.
We're almost 200 years old.
Yeah, he's another legendary champion, you know, that I take my hat off to. You know, he paved the way. He has done a lot in the sport, opened up a lot of doors in the sport of boxing, and I commend him for that and respect him for that. You know, I know there's been a lot of talk about me and him, but, you know, I can't overlook this guy. This guy earned it. He earned it. So he's here for a reason. You know, Argentina is a great country, an unbelievable country. And y'all have a true champion in Marcos Maidana. He's a true champion, and he's a warrior, and he got here somehow, some way. I want you to continue to stand behind him after the fight, before the fight, continue to support him because he's the type of guy, he represents his country real well. Me, myself, a worldwide figure, but of course I bleed the red, white, and blue first. You know, a lot of times we talk about the negative things, you know, but I like to talk about positive things myself, like, you know, giving back, you know, to the breast cancer survivors, nothing like that. That's a real great feeling when you're in a position to give back. It's not a number. I don't care if it's 15,000, 20,000, 100,000. I'll give anything back, you know, to the American citizens and to, you know, our women, because, you know, our women are our queens. So we have to respect our women. And I just want to commend you ladies and tell you you are beautiful ladies. Dewan Blake, you know, a lot of times on All Access, you don't get a chance to really see Dewan Blake. My cousin, he's in the sport of boxing, he's behind the scene. But a lot of these championship fights and a lot of our fighters that's under the Mayweather banner, he has helped out a lot and give 110%. So I have to acknowledge him and tell him, you know, we appreciate you. I couldn't choose a better network than Showtime. Steven Espinoza, I mean, you do a remarkable job, unbelievable. Everything I asked for, y'all gave me everything I asked for and even more. Jim Grant, 18 years, and we still here going strong. Saturday, how the fight gonna play out? That's why it's so interesting. I can't tell you how the fight gonna play out. Maidana can't tell you how the fight gonna play out. That's why it's so interesting. You know, and like I tell the young fighters, every day that's in my gym. Don't watch TV, watch me. And when you're watching TV, watch me. So, Saturday night, watch me. But you gotta pay. Richard Stern, you are remarkable. You're a great guy. You're a stand-up gentleman. Everything that I asked for from the Jim Grant, y'all gave me and even more. I have a lifetime bond and a lifetime relationship with you guys. I respect this hotel. And of course, you know, you have people say a lot of negative things because they're mad because their run is coming to an end. And we are the new era of boxing. All the different all the different media outlets, social media. I want to acknowledge and tell you guys that, you know, I appreciate you guys for supporting this event. We have a tremendous undercard. You know, you're hearing a lot about Adrian Broner, which is a great thing. Amir Khan, which is a great thing. But J. Leon Love is a guy that I'm going to support. But I support all fighters, but J. Leon Love comes first because he's under my banner. And will he be champion? Absolutely. Everything takes time. Nothing happens overnight. And it's obvious, you know, I had a good team for me to be in the sport only 1 year and become champion and hold the title for my whole career. You know, that's something that's never been done before, that will never be duplicated. Do I wish and do I hope that somebody breaks my record? Absolutely. Records are made to be broken. But I'm here. I may have 3 more fights after this. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. But I can promise you this. Saturday, I'm going to give you guys what you want to see. This is not going to be the same fight that I fought with Canelo. The same fight with Robert Guerrero. It's going to be a total different fight. No game plan at all. Be first, and I'm going to be right there. Of course, I got to tell, you know, I want to tell my father, because I know he up there. I still got a good vision. I'm getting old, but I got a good vision. And you know, I got to acknowledge Nate Jones. There's so many people I want to acknowledge. There's so many people here. I can't touch everybody. Then when I get home, they're going to say, you didn't say nothing about me. Or you didn't say nothing about me. So I'm trying to touch on everybody. You know, of course, I got to acknowledge my father because Without my father, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Nate Jones, every day, I beat that bodysuit up. You wear that body outfit, I beat it up every day. You my friend, I love you, appreciate you. Training camp, it was unbelievable. And my security staff, my massage therapist, my driver, we here. Saturday. So we're still wondering who's going to solve the May Vinci Code. Who's going to solve the May Vinci Code? Everybody game plan is come straight ahead, keep pressure, hit him on the leg, hit him on the hip, hit him with a low blow, headbutt him. I still find a way to win. They said, well, this guy right here, he's super fast. I still find a way to win. This guy got a good left hook. This guy got a good right hand. This guy goes to the body good. I still find a way to win. This guy got good defense. This guy got the best jab. This guy throw combinations. I still find a way to win. Saturday, I'll find a way to win.
I love that May Vinci Code. Very clever. Well, thank you all for coming. Can't wait for Saturday. A couple of days to go, 3 days to go. We have a lot of activities planned tonight.